Hi everybody! Today I'm going to go over how I make my stuffed circles. I'm a huge fan of these Perfect Circles by Karen Buckley. You can get those on her website, which you can get to by going on the link from the right side of my blog. But sometimes my circles just need a little bit more. So this is my little video on how I do that. Here I've taken just a spare piece of batting that I had around. It's pretty light. I don't even know what it is. And I've drawn my circle on a fusible webbing. The one I have is light Steamosine 2, and that seems to do the trick. And so and then I take that and I fuse it to the batting. And that works just great. And then what I do is I cut that out along my line. And I fuse it to the back side of my fabric that I'm going to make the circle out of. So we'll just do that really quick. Now I can just do the perfect circles the way I normally do, which is I just take regular sewing thread and I do a small running stitch, halfway through the seam allowance, maybe a little closer to the edge if that's at all possible, just a little teeny running stitch. Okay, so now that my circle is got a running stitch all the way around, I put the perfect circle right on top of the batting and I pull the tail of the thread so it pulls in really nice and tight around the edges. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to try to show the camera. But anyway, so now that I have that, I just dampen it with starch, and you want to make sure the starch gets worked right in there to the fabric. And once you've done that, you just put your iron on it, and I cut off the excess thread. Now, because there's batting in this one, it takes a little bit longer for the iron to dry it out, but it gives your circles a little bit of puff, and it also provides a barrier so that you can see that you won't see any of the fabrics underneath showing through, which I find really helpful in my flowers. So just peel that off the back, and then you can loosen up your sewing, pop your perfect circle template out, and then I just retighten this up so it looks nice and good. And then I just hit it with the iron one more time, make sure everything's nice and dry. So there you have it. It's a nice stuffed circle, and you can put it on a flower like this, and it works out just great. You also want to cut that thread off the back.